Just make sure you're not sawing at those ailerons, meaning you're not doing this number while we're coming in.
Okay. Black Hills traffic, Cessna 73 Echo is turning crosswind for runway 31, Black Hills.
Now look forward and hold that nose on the horizon while you're doing your turn. See how that nose isn't falling now? It's not going up or down, your pitch is still the same. That's a better turn. Just building that habit of don't be looking into your turns to your left.
Okay.
Because then you have no idea where that pitch is going. So if you hold that nose on the horizon, you can tell and you'll be able to see your coordination too. If you use too much rudder, start skidding, that nose is going to slice through the horizon, start whipping through it. If you're skidding, it'll lag behind.
She's not climbing good today.
Density altitude is on the rise.
172 in the pattern, Black Hill. This is Piper 82 Mike on the turf. Can you hear me okay?
Hey, Bram. I don't know what he said before that, but so pitch, power, carb heat. Four fingers and a thumb.
Black Hills traffic, Cessna 73 Echo is turning base for runway 31.
So now, you're still holding that same pitch. You let that nose fall again. That's why our airspeed started shooting up.
Black Hills traffic, Cessna 73 Echo is turning final for runway 31.
Now once again, if you can look towards the end of the runway, you'll have a better idea of if it's laying down, if we're getting lower on the glide path, or if we're staying too high. So you see how it's laying down?
Yeah.
So if you don't like the rate of descent, you can add a little bit of power. Nice. How'd that one feel?
I liked it. I mean, I had it correct, but it wasn't perfect, but I had it correct. What do you see me doing wrong?
You're overcorrecting a little bit.
Just so
Like, you feel how we're coming in and it feels like we're getting blown around anymore?
that's me?
That's you, that's
Okay.
not the wind.
All right.
Black Hills traffic, Cessna 73 Echo is turning across the wind for runway 31, Black Hills.
If it was the wind, we'd be getting rocked right now. Right? We're ending up a little bit high on that final approach.
I'll figure it out.
Because you're not really descending
Okay.
in time at first. You spend a lot of time trying to get all your configuration right.
Okay.
So then you start that descent. Okay, we got a good descent going. And then instead of just walking out that a little farther, you're when you're making your turn to base, you're letting that nose fall. So then your airspeed shoots up and you're a little lower. About one finger's width of pitch is going to add about 5 knots.
Okay.
And that's any plane. So it makes it a lot harder to maintain your airspeed when your pitch is going crazy.
All right. So let me do this right.
So carb heat right there.
Hold off. So I'm already in the white arc.
Yep.
Trim down for 6.
Four fingers and a thumb. Hold that same pitch throughout the whole deal relative to the horizon. And you might need to pull a little bit more power.
17, 18.
Black Hills traffic, Cessna 73 Echo is turning base for runway 31.
Oh, I got it. That's a habit. I got to stop pulling back.
Yep. Now
Finally.
we're not letting that nose drop so much, and you can look out forward and see it. Makes it a lot easier. Now we're still a little high.
A little high. I got to pitch it down.
Black Hills traffic, Cessna 73 Echo is turning final for runway 31.
You don't want to pitch down because now your airspeed's shooting up. You would have just had to pull power.
Okay. 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 Oh, so I got to pull power. Trade off a little bit.
Try a slip.
I forgot which the wind's coming from that way.
Don't think about it too much. Just put that rudder to the floor. Let that guy come down. Okay, you can let that slip out. There.
Airspeed for altitude. I'm close enough. I'm going to disregard.
See that nose come up? There. Now you're just working on holding it off, seesawing it. There it is. Good landing. Not very longitudinally aligned, but it was soft.
I don't know why I'm not in that groove, dude. This never happens.
Don't analyze it.
Okay, I'm not. I'm just flying. I gotta fly this plane.
Black Hills traffic, Cessna 73 Echo is turning crosswind for runway 31. Black Hills traffic, Cessna 73 Echo is turning downwind, runway 31, Black Hills.
Aircraft landing on 26. Are you guys up?
Short final 26.
Which one's 26 again?
The grass strip. See him? He's...
He's gone?
He's right there. He's over the house. By the interstate.
I see him.
Yeah, you can descend anytime now.
Black Hills traffic, Cessna 73 Echo is turning base for runway 31, Black Hills.
But don't let that nose fall. It's falling.
Okay.
Okay, have you ever done a slip and a turn?
No.
So we're about there. Here, let me show you something.
Okay, your controls.
My controls. We got 20 degrees of flaps. So this is a form of a slip, right? I hit my slip. Now I can use my turn to help me bleed off airspeed. Slips are at idle. So now I'm just using my ailerons to hold on to that.
To that right here, yeah. The center line.
Hold on to center line. And I'm still bleeding off airspeed. Your airspeed indicator's inaccurate right now.
Yeah, because we're...
Yep. The nice part about slips, which I'll tell you once we're on the upwind again.
Okay.
Steer controls.
My controls.
Steer controls. A lot of power. There you go, flaps up.
Oh, jeez, man.
What?
That carb heat sticks.
So the nice part is, when do you choose to use a slip and when do you use your flaps? Okay, you don't have to think about it too often, I'll just tell you. So your flaps, you're committed, okay? When you pull in flaps, if you need to use flaps and you're like, I want to take them out, well, you can't. When you pull those flaps, your rate of descent is actually going to increase.
Yes, yeah.
So what's nice about slips, along with when you use your flaps, it starts to mess with your airspeed a lot. If you use a slip, soon as you come out of that slip, it'll end that rate of descent, and your airspeed will go back to what it was before the slip.
Uh-huh.
Black Hills traffic, Cessna 73 Echoes turning downwind, runway 31.
Traffic, I see traffic.
Yep.
Should I extend the downwind?
Those are the guys on 2-6.
Oh, 2-6.
They've been here the whole time. I've been watching him. That's why I asked if he was up, because he hasn't been saying anything. So I'm starting to wonder if his radio wasn't working, but no, he just doesn't feel like talking right now.
Oh, so he's coming here.
Yep.
Okay. I lost him though.
Don't worry about it. Focus on what you're doing too, right?
Right.
He's no factor right now.
Okay.
So your beam, 100 feet high. Set your pitch. Pitch, power, trim, right?
Okay, so that was for 75. Oh yeah.
Set your pitch. There you go.
All right, so when I make this base turn, I'm supposed to still be in my descent.
Yep. So watch. Okay. Watch that VSI. Okay. We're high, so I'm just going to walk that dog out a little bit longer.
Okay.
Okay, see that pitch? 4 fingers and a thumb. So here I go. Are we still descending?
Yeah.
I'm just not letting that nose fall. Our airspeed isn't climbing.
Okay.
Now once again, I'm still holding that pitch. Okay, then we can add in our flaps. There's my turn, I know where it is. I look forward, keep watching my nose, because if we hit anything, it's going to be from the front. I'm not letting that nose fall. We overshot, which is fine.
Oh, okay. Now I see the bad habit that was taught me.
So now, okay, I have the same pitch. I see I'm high. Check this out. I can hold that same pitch.
Black Hills traffic, stationer 359er 62 is 15 to the south here. Going to be inbound Mc-Left traffic for 31 Black Hills.
Now you can see how that runway is starting to lay down a little bit, but I'm holding that pitch the whole time. So this is just fine-tuning those details. Now we're getting a little slower, okay. We're starting to sink. No, it's fine, right? There's our glide path. Now I can just add in some power, same pitch attitude. You're not going to stall as long as that nose doesn't start rising, okay? So now, I'm just letting that nose come in. See how that caught us?
Oh, shit. So just trust it.
Trust it. Wasn't good. If I'd have left power in, I could have buttered it in, but I didn't. Because I wasn't pulling us back to round out, right? I was just letting the airplane and aerodynamics do the work for me. So, and even too, when we're climbing out, see how that we're getting blown around a little bit? Instead of using my ailerons, I can use my rudders to fine tune my bank, because your rudders are going to affect your bank as well.
Traffic stock 1686 Echo, taking 31 for left turn out westbound, Black Hills.
Was did he say he was going to join the downwind?
No,
He was coming straight
turning
in?
out. He's taking off.
Black Hills traffic, Skyhawk 73 Echo, turning crosswind 31, Black Hills.
I mean, I thought I heard one inbound, Microtos.
That was a stationaire. Yeah, he's doing something. He'll probably make another call. We'll be looking. But now, if you're using your pitch, and you can look at that with the horizon, makes it a lot smoother flying experience, right?
Yeah, I don't need to look into the
Black Hills
turn.
traffic, stationary 962 is 10 miles to the south here. Going to be entering left traffic for runway 31, full stop, Black Hills.
Black Hills traffic, Cessna 731 is turning left downwind for runway 31.
You're still going to look to make sure that it's clear over there.
Oh, yeah,
and then you're going back over. Now you don't have to worry so much about, okay, oh no, my airspeed's going down, everything's going crazy. You know, it's just, we're kind of letting the airplane do most of the work for, as far as airspeed, right? We're just choosing the pitch. But as long as you keep that nose below the horizon, we're not going to stall. So if we start to let that nose rise while we're descending, now we got to worry about a stall. That's the worst thing you can do.
Okay, carb
Carb heat, pitch, pull that power back, maybe a little bit more. So your pitch,
fine here. Maybe a little bit more nose down.
Black Hills traffic, Cessna 73 Echo is turning base for runway 31, Black Hills.
see that time, your
Black Hills
airspeed
traffic, stationary 962 is 6 to the southwest here. Going to be entering in left downwind for 31, Black Hills.
Black Hills traffic, Cessna 73 Echo is turning final for runway 31, Black Hills.
One thing at a time, let me straighten out. Pull flaps.
See, you don't have to drive that nose in. It's naturally, if you keep that pitch right, we'll just sink. Now, once you think you're low enough, then you can get rid of that sink with power. Right here, you're gonna need more power. Right there. See that?
Oh man, dude.
Black Hills traffic, stationary 962 is 3 to the west of the field here. Entering left downwind for 31, Black Hills.
So you did a good job of not, you know, trying to pull, you know, pick that level that you round out, you know. It'll round out for you if you have the airspeed.
I thought I did.
No, you did. Didn't you feel it?
Yeah.
Like, you went all the way down, You didn't even pull back. The nose just came up right at where it needed to be, where we were 1-2 feet off the ground. Like, that's a good round out.
I just, I didn't maintain center line.
And that's something that we work on all the time, right? You're using your ailerons to hold center line.
Black Hills traffic, Cessna 73 Echoes turning crosswind for runway 31, Black Hills.
Clear, and then a horizon. Dude, thanks for that tip.
Yeah, 730 Echo, I'm going to extend out here just a little bit more and I'll follow you in here on the downwind.
Answer 'em.
Black Hills traffic, Cessna 73 Echo is turning downwind for runway 31.
There he is.
Black Hills traffic, station air 962 is entering left downwind for 31 traffic is in sight. Black Hills.
Pitch.
Black Hills traffic, Cessna 73 Echoes turning base for runway 31.
I let it fall. I felt it.
Yep. It makes a lot more stabilized approach if you just hold that pitch, huh?
Yes. Final's clear.
Black Hills traffic, Cessna 73 Echoes turning final for runway 31.
Black Hills traffic, station air 962 turning base 31, Black Hills.
See, you're just holding that pitch, runway's laying down for you. There's your first red. There's your second one. Okay, you're still sinking. So now use your ailerons to get
Black Hills
your...
traffic, station air 962, long final, runway 31, full stop.
There's your center line. Now you're using your rudder. There you go. Now you're just driving that in, letting that nose come down. There's your round out. Then you can work idle.
Oh shit.
It's alright. There. All I did on that approach was anchor you, right? That's why we felt a lot more like stabilized, because I was just not letting you turn it quite so much.
Okay.
And then like when we went to flare, did you feel how you tried to let it out and it didn't move? That was because I was holding it in the same spot.
What do you mean, let it out?
Well, when you went to flare, I felt you try to let that nose drop a little bit.
Oh, so keep going. Okay.
I just held it.
Okay.
That's all I did.
Black Hills traffic, Skyhawk 73 Echo, transitioning downwind 26, Black Hills.
So now we're going to the grass.
Okay.
And I can show you the first one if you want.
Go for it. Your controls.
My controls.
Black Hills traffic, station air 962 is off clear, runway 31, and be back taxiing to the FBO via Alpha. Black Hills.
ISDM.
Usually I run these grass strip patterns at about 800 feet. Just because there's more, you know, someone else is in the pattern.
Black Hills traffic, Skyhawk 73 Echo, downwind 26, Black Hills.
This is when I need to really keep holding back.
Yeah, and on soft fields, if I got the runway, I like to...
What's a beam on the grass field?
On this one, I usually go that first set of cones. Just because it's a shorter runway, right? So I stage out a little farther.
So the first doubles?
Yeah,
Okay.
just like the front of the threshold,
Okay.
I guess, would be the proper term. So there's my pitch. Now I'm waiting on the flaps. Instead of just letting that pitch change, I can let that airspeed bleed off too, right?
Okay.
With the throttle. And this one, I usually come out to probably somewhere around here, I guess. So I look over there, find my point over the pitot tube, make my turn, right? There's no reason to wait on the turn. I'm not letting that nose rise or fall. There's my turn, right there. Flaps 20.
Oh shit. That's tight.
What is?
You're almost like
So now, did you feel that we were kind of sinking?
yeah, we were sinking. I felt it.
So I just added some power. So there's my runway. Ooh. You don't need to wait on your turns and round them out. And in fact, it's better to kind of roll into it and square it off because it's easier to see for someone else.
Black Hills traffic, Skyhawk 73 Echo, final 26.
So now I kind of have to use my trim a little bit to set the pit, help that pitch out.
So we're still at 65.
Yeah, we're still at 60, 65. Now I'm all sight picture now. Wherever that airspeed goes, I know that if I keep my nose below the horizon, we're good.
What's your aiming point? The threshold?
I'm aiming for, yeah, right there in that little bar ditch there.
Oh, that ditch. Okay.
So now I'm keeping that same sight picture. I'm not letting that runway stand up or anything. There's that ground effect, blocking that power out. And I'll just let that nose come down when it's ready. There's that touchdown, flaps can come up. I'm still flying the plane.
Still back. Yep.
There's my wheelie. We're airborne as soon as possible, letting that nose come down in ground effect. There's my 60. There's my 70. Oh!
Oh shit, I don't think I could do that right now. Fuck, dude.
Are you nervous?
I'm gonna need your guidance, so talk to me.
Alright, well this time we won't do a touch and go, okay? We'll just do a full stop.
Okay. Gotta do that one more time.
You want me to do it one more time?
Yeah, one more time, please.
Okay.
Black Hills traffic, 73 Echo, crosswind 26 Black Hills.
And you said 800 tops?
Thereabout. I mean, it just kind of depends. I usually do that, but sometimes I go up to 1,000, it's fine. The reason when I really start focusing of 800 feet is when there's other planes in the pattern.
Okay. So you want to, like, hurry up and get out of there?
Well, it's just because they're at 1,000 feet, right?
Yeah.
So we're not at 1,000 feet. Because these do kind of intersect a little bit, right?
Oh, that's right, yeah. Okay, make a habit. Look at the windsock. It's coming from the right of the plane when we're on final. No, I'm sorry, the left. No, the right.
The right. It's coming from the right.
Okay, so this is the altitude you picked to level off at.
Yeah. So now, carb heat, big power change, set my pitch, flaps 10. With this style of flying, is kind of what you'd call it, does help a lot to use more trim. I don't know if you use trim all the time or not, but
I should.
Because now I'm like, okay, we're stabilized, right? I don't have to do anything now.
Right. And now when you turn, you just...
So I'll take a peek. Actually, you want to pick a point behind the ailerons for the crosswind.
All right.
There it is. I got my point. I'll roll into my 30 degrees. I'm not letting that nose rise or fall. Airspeed staying the same. The reason why you go off the back of the ailerons is for the wind. So now we're already crabbed into the wind. So now I can feel that we're sinking a little bit with that pitch, so I'll just add a little bit of power to minimize that sink. Pitch stays the same. There's my runway. Overshot it, dang it. Pitch stays the same. Now I have a pretty good sight picture, right? Flaps can come in. Now this is when I really like to use kind of my pitch to help me hold that, because it gets kind of heavy if you just leave the flap once you put those 40 degrees of flaps in. Let that nose come in. See how it rises on its own a little bit. Now I can just work that power back. And I'm letting it come down whenever it's ready, right? There it is, there's a bounce. How's that? We're kind of out of time.
That's fine.
So,
yeah.
But it's definitely something you can think about. What do you think of that?
Yeah, I like it. You want to be stabilized, you want to control the landing, but the plane is going to do...
It'll do a lot of work if
yes.
you just let it.
Yeah, and I'm fighting what...
Well, you're trying to control the airplane, not guide it. Right?
Yeah.
Now you can just see as I'm taxiing that I'm holding that all the way back.
Black Hills traffic, Skyhawk 73 Echo, back taxi 26.
Okay, you need to tell me where to turn.
So slow down. This is why I don't, you're about to see why I don't usually like to taxi this. Okay, we'll go that way. So you'll just use your rudder. And then we'll actually hop on the other side of these cones.
Okay. And then?
And then we're going straight to that ramp there to get back on the concrete.
Okay. Oh, I see it.
Now we're about to cross this runway, so we'll double check there's no one out there.
Black Hills traffic, Skyhawk 73 Echo, crossing the approach end of 31, taxi FBOV Alpha Black Hills.
Okay, now we're on the asphalt, so you can let out that back pressure. And back to the FBO.
It's clean. We don't have to hold short. You already called the back door.
Now I like to leave my heels on the ground, on the floor, basically all the time. So then if I need to use the brake, then I'll just get on my tippy toes.
Okay.
Just to make sure that I'm not accidentally grabbing the brakes. When you get out, you'll be able to see this right one has got friggin' rainbowed out from the heat because people are taking off and using the right brake instead of the right rudder.
Oh yeah, I never do that, dude.
Well, they don't mean to do that.
Yeah.
They just, and that's just an